Once upon a time, in a world painted with the softest pastels and brightest hues, lived a little rainbow named Iris. Iris was a splash of vibrant colors, a perfect arch of red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. She loved her colors more than anything. Her home was in the clear blue sky, a vast, calm expanse where the sun always shone warmly, and the clouds were fluffy and white like cotton candy. Iris spent her days playing with sunbeams, chasing after dandelion seeds carried by the gentle breeze, and watching the world below from her high perch. She was happy, or so she thought. But there was something missing. Iris had heard whispers from the wind and stories from the migrating birds about the great appearance. They spoke of a moment when a rainbow would stretch across the entire sky, so brilliant and magnificent that every creature on Earth would stop and gaze in wonder. Iris dreamed of this moment. She wanted nothing more than to make her own great appearance, to share her beautiful colors with the world in the grandest way possible. One morning, she approached the wise old sun, who had seen countless rainbows come and go. "Oh, great sun," she said, her colors shimmering with anticipation. "I want to make my great appearance. I want to shine for everyone to see. Can you tell me how?" "I've practiced my arch, and my colors have never been brighter." The sun smiled warmly, its rays caressing Iris's bands of color. "Patience, little one," the sun said in a voice that was both ancient and kind. "Your time will come. The great appearance isn't something you can simply practice for. It requires a special kind of magic, a special kind of day." Iris was a little disappointed. A special day? But every day is special here in the clear blue sky. The sun chuckled softly. "Indeed it is. But the magic for a great appearance is born from something quite different. You must wait for the storm." Iris's colors faded a little in confusion. "The storm? But I've heard the storm is dark and scary. The birds say it brings loud rumbles and flashing lights. The wind howls and the clouds turn gray and heavy. Why would I need something so gloomy to make my beautiful appearance?" The sun's light seemed to dim a little, as if in thought. "You cannot have one without the other, little Iris. Beauty and hardship often dance together. You will understand when the time is right." Iris wasn't convinced. A storm sounded like the opposite of everything she loved. It sounded chaotic and frightening. How could something so beautiful come from something so messy? She decided the sun must be mistaken. She would find another way. She spent the next few days trying everything she could think of. She stretched as wide as she could, trying to touch both ends of the horizon. She tried to shine her colors even brighter, hoping to catch the eye of the people below. She even asked the fluffy white clouds to stack themselves up high so she could stand on them and be seen. But nothing worked. She remained a faint, pretty arc in the clear blue sky, lovely but unnoticed. One afternoon, a strange feeling filled the air. The gentle breeze turned into a strong, gusty wind. The fluffy white clouds she loved so much began to huddle together, turning a dark, bruised shade of gray. The sky, once a friendly blue, became a deep, intimidating charcoal. Iris felt a shiver run through her colors. This was it, the storm the sun had spoken of. She wanted to hide. She tried to tuck her colors away, to become invisible. The first rumble of thunder echoed through the sky, and it sounded like a giant growling. A bright flash of lightning zigzagged across the clouds, and Iris trembled. Then, the rain began. It wasn't the gentle, playful drizzle she knew. It was a downpour, a cascade of water falling from the sky so hard it seemed like the sky itself was crying. The world below, once so clear, was now a blur. The wind howled and whipped around her. Iris felt scared and alone. All the warmth and light were gone, replaced by a cold, dark, and noisy chaos. "The sun was wrong," she cried out, though her voice was lost in the roar of the storm. "There's no beauty here. There's only fear." The storm raged on for what felt like an eternity. Iris huddled, trying to protect her precious colors from the wildness around her. She missed the calm, the quiet, the predictable comfort of her clear blue sky. She began to think she would never see the sun again. that her colors would be washed away forever by the relentless rain. But then, just as her hope was starting to fade, she noticed a change. The thunder softened from a roar to a distant rumble. The heavy gray clouds began to part, like curtains being drawn open, and through a small gap, a single, determined sunbeam poked through. Then another, and another. The sun was returning, and as its warm light streamed back into the sky, something magical happened.
The light passed through the millions of tiny raindrops still hanging in the air.
And as it did, Iris felt a strange and wonderful power surge through her. The sun's voice echoed in her mind. Now, little one, it's time. Instinctively, Iris unfurled herself. She stretched out, not with effort and strain like before, but with a natural, graceful energy. As the sunlight hit the lingering moisture from the storm, her colors exploded with an intensity she had never known. Her red was deeper than the ripest cherry, her orange more brilliant than a sunset, her yellow as bright as the sun itself. Her green was the color of new life after a rain, her blue the color of the deepest ocean, and her violet was as rich as a royal cloak. She arched across the sky, bigger and bolder than she had ever dreamed. She was no longer a faint arc, but a magnificent bridge of color connecting one side of the world to the other. Down below, the world that had been washed clean by the rain looked up. People came out of their homes.
Animals paused in the fields.
And everyone, from the smallest child to the oldest elder, pointed at the sky and smiled. They were looking at her.
At Iris. She was making her great appearance.
In that moment, standing proudly between the departing storm clouds and the returning sun, Iris finally understood. The sun had been right.
The storm wasn't her enemy. It was her partner.
The scary darkness, the loud thunder, the heavy rain,
They weren't there to destroy her.
they were creating the perfect conditions for her to shine her brightest. The raindrops were the canvas, and the sun was the light. And together with the storm, they made her a masterpiece. She realized that the calm, easy days in the clear blue sky were lovely, but they didn't challenge her. They didn't push her to become more. The hardship of the storm, as frightening as it was, had created the opportunity for her most beautiful moment. It had washed the world clean, leaving it fresh and vibrant, the perfect backdrop for her colors. From that day on, Iris no longer feared the storms. When she saw the gray clouds gathering, she didn't hide. Instead, she would wait with a quiet, knowing excitement. She knew that after the thunder and the rain, after the moments of darkness and uncertainty, would come her chance to shine. She learned that some of the most beautiful things in the world are born from the most difficult times. And so, the little rainbow, who once lived only for the sun, learned to love the rain, too. Because she knew that without the storm, there could be no rainbow.